So let's start on reverse la hiva, okay? So I'll be playing like reverse la hiva when my opponent is trying to get a knee cut. As I mentioned before, if you let your thigh touch the floor, it's easier for you to get the knee cut, okay? So you need to have your forearm under your leg, okay? So there's two ways for you to have your forearm under your leg, okay? Your arm under your leg. You can go like this, holding his ankle or holding his foot, as we learned in the beginning of the week. Or I can do it holding his sleeve. I grab as a spider grip. I put my knuckles against his wrist, his forearm, and then I'll bring his hand between his leg like this. So that way it's harder for him to grab my collar, okay? But let's say if you break my grip in the fight and then he grabs my collar here, I can have the option of breaking the grip. But when I try to break the grip, he's gonna touch my thigh on the floor, like this, and then I'm gonna break the grip, but he's gonna start like getting on my side. And then I need to work on the frame that we learned in the beginning of the week. Top frame in, and then I start recovering the guard and setting my guard again, okay? So, we're gonna start like holding, and let's say he couldn't break her grip, okay? I'm holding his sleeve, I have the knee shield right here, okay, and I have a really good De La Riva hook. When my forearm is under my leg, it's very important to be with the forearm and your bicep here in touch with your leg, okay? So I'm controlling my shin with my forearm, okay? That will relax my leg and give me a really good frame as well, okay? So if you play like this, it's gonna be too much on your groin, so you can start getting tired and then you start passing your guard, okay? So the best way for you to stop it is putting your arm under your leg like this, okay? Now if Rolando will try to do a knee cut, he gonna knee cut but near my chest, okay? Not far from my chest. So you see that his knee is close to my chest. Every time he tries to go for a knee cut here, I can extend my leg and I start coming up in a nice single leg, okay, if I need, okay? Then here, like if I'm just here, he's gonna put my thigh on the floor. Now his knee's far from me, okay? And now I need to do my best to not let him pass the top leg, okay? So if I let him pass the top leg, he's gonna be super close to me, okay? So it's very important to keep this frame here as much as I can. I can either bring the other leg in and recover the guard facing to him, or simply like lift and roll, which is the best option for you. So, controlling the sleeve, okay, and grabbing the cross collar, I'll get the De La Riva hook right here, okay? I have my shin inside, okay, like the frame, knee shield, very, very important. So when I get on this position right now, I'm gonna bring his shoulder over my shoulder, okay? So I'm gonna drag Rolando towards this side here. And I put the back of my shoulder on the mat. So my outside shoulder here will touch the mat, okay? And at the same time, I'll bring both knees to my chest. So you're gonna do this. Once Rolando is here, now I'm gonna roll over this shoulder here, okay? I'm gonna push the forearm, extending my legs and rolling, okay? So I'll be on this position here. Once I get on top, I cannot simply put my hand on the floor and try to come up. Look, Rolando will be a nice half guard if I come up like this. Okay. So when I roll, so I'm here, I load him up. So I need to pull everything, okay, to me. So I pull the collar, bring my knees to my chest. Right? I need this close to me, like everything close to me. I need his shoulder over my shoulder. And I will push. The only thing I push away is the forearm, okay? So his forearm is against it. Everything else is against me, like this. Once I go on top here right now, don't post your hand on the floor. Underhook his leg. So underhook his leg and then do like a little, like a horse kick. I kick myself and then I get here. So now with the underhook, try to go to my back. Go. He can't. You see? If I put my hand here, then he goes to my back. Okay? So when you're in the halfway to come up, underhook the leg. Okay? So that way it's gonna be harder for him to counter with a nice underhook. Again. Control. See, forearm under your leg. Knee shield. Hand on the collar. Bring his shoulder to your shoulder here. And then once her shoulder touches the mat, you're gonna roll over the shoulder. So you're gonna do like this. Step one. Now it's a back roll in this direction here. Step two. Okay? So it's not here. Step one and then step two this way. You're not gonna go this way, okay? You're gonna go one and now two over this shoulder, okay? Don't try to roll over this shoulder because why I don't roll over this shoulder here? Because you have this base, okay? So I already killed this base right here. You have this base and he also have this one here as well. Okay, if I try to go this way, he's gonna post the leg or he's gonna post the hand. Okay, go back. But when I do this, because this arm is far, okay, when I turn his body like this, now the only thing he has to post is his leg. Okay, we're gonna discuss this afterwards. But once I load him up over me here, it's so easy for me to pull the collar down and push the forearm up, and at the same time I kick my legs. So now I'll come up faster in the way I do in the fight. I use the momentum to come up with the underhook. Okay. Again. From here, step one, step two, underhook. Try to come up, just stay here. Another thing that I do here that I need to pay attention is my shin. It's always touching his hamstring, okay? So I cannot roll and kick my leg through. I cannot go here and then let my thigh goes in between his legs. Otherwise, look, I have no frame to push him away from me. It's very important to keep your shin and your knee inside here. See, if you try to put the weight on me, he's on top of my shin. So now it's easy for me to just pull him and push the arm. Okay? Another thing that I do, I squeeze my ankles here. Okay? I pinch my ankles to come up. So I fall in with my leg pinched. Okay? I cannot do this. Look. I cannot go like this. Open my leg like this. Okay? Because then he can underhook my leg, right? And also, like, it's harder for me to roll. So I keep my knee, my shin, under his arm. So I go here. So I don't open my legs, you see? And then I got on top of my foot. Another thing that you need to think about, sometimes my opponent's trying to go away from me, like just leaning back like this. If you're leaning back, dropping this on the floor, there's a different way for you to sweep. But, stand up the line. So I try to pull his shoulder to my shoulder, and he resists. Let's say his shoulder doesn't come to my shoulder, like this. So what I do, I push him against him. So he's pulling himself back. I'm like, okay, go that way. And then he's trying to go back. That's when I go again. So I use his reaction in my favor. So I pull. He's not coming to me. I push. And then he's like, oh, I need to go back. And then when he come back, that's when you pull him again. Okay? This is very, very important. Because sometimes you just try to pull, and then your opponent is going away, and you're just like fighting against him. It's not gonna work, okay? So you need to do that shake. Okay, you wanna go that way? I go in your favor. Now he feels like, oh, he's on my team right now. I need to be against him. So he wants to go back again, and that's when you pull. So in the fight, it's like that. Nobody wants to play in your team, right? So your opponent is a team against you. So if I'm pulling, he's pushing back. He's pulling back. Okay? And then I need to use that to sweep my opponent. Sometimes I'm pulling, he's pulling back. I go this way and he pushes back. That's when I call it drag. You know, so you just gotta understand that, right? So when you're here, it's the same thing. So when you get here, you pull, it's like, he's working for 1, 2, back. And when you load him up, just do like a really strong horse kick, okay? You guys have any question? Yes. Okay. So, what? Yeah, he's like pulling my, he's like pushing this down. he's trying to kill this, like this, right? So putting this here, now it's easier for me to underhook, harder for me to work right here. The good news here, my forearm is under my leg, so my arm is under my leg. So he's protecting me from letting him like knee cut. He probably can get the underhook, for sure he's gonna get the underhook here. But he's still like, if he tried to get close to me here, I still able like to push him and go. Because once he dropped the head, and I still have this a strong reverse de la Riva hook, even after he beat here, as long as you're controlling his arm, as long as you're controlling this arm here, and you're not letting your knee or your thigh touch on the floor, so you're gonna be okay. So as you try to get here, you can bring him up and up, and then roll, okay? The main problem there, I believe, is gonna be when you underhook your leg. If you underhook your leg, like over under, you know, like from here. If I'm like this and everyone underhook my leg like this, maybe I'll lose a little bit from the pull, you know? But then I can work in different things from here. Then I can change for kiss of the drag, okay? Remember that when you try to sweep, your opponent can use this leg, and if you feel you can roll him, it's because he pulls the leg too high, right? Let's say I'll load the up like this, and then he pulls the leg here. So I'm feeling like, I can't sweep him. I catch his leg and just go for X-guard sweep, okay? Or I'm trying to sweep. There's two ways for him to step the leg. Either here, step your leg here, or if you step the leg here, I just catch his leg and go for X-guard, keeping the shin inside, changing my hip, and go for the X-guard sweep. Or sometimes you're gonna step the leg over my head, like this, okay? Go back around. How? Like my sweep will be like so aggressive and so strong that he's gonna step the leg over me like this, like this. It's like when you get here, I go for crab ride. You know, instead of insisting on trying to roll back, it's not gonna work, okay? And then you need to make these two transitions. If you step the leg, your head is here, you go for X-guard. If you step the leg over your head, you go for Kissa de Dragon, which is the crab ride. Okay, for now, let's just try to be like here on top and work on the first sweep. So I'll keep my leg here. Go on the brink, load me up. Go load me up, and then he's gonna roll. Just like that. And now I recover the guard. Look, I'm on top. Now it's my turn. Go back and forth like this. Always underhook. And now it's his turn. Grab my leg. Just keep doing this. Over and over, over and over. Until I say time. Okay? Let's go 1, 2, 3. Go. I spent a lot of time on the introduction of the technique. So you guys did great. So everyone here did amazing, right? Very, very good. It's very important to pull, okay? So you gotta load your opponent up on top of you by pulling the collar, bringing both knees to your chest, and pushing the arm that's between his legs, okay? This arm that you hold in the sleeve, you gotta push. So you pull and push. So what you wanna do, you want to lower his head level and lift his hip level. So that way you force him to roll. So it's gonna be easier for you to come up when you sweep, okay? So you just force your opponent to do like a 4-roll, right? So when I get here, okay, as I mentioned, he can step his leg either right here or on top of my head. If I try to sweep and I see that his leg is over my head, I go for the scramble, okay? Which is a crab ride. But I don't let go the sleeve, okay? And if I go to the sweep and then he pulls the leg right here, I can always catch his leg and go for the X guard, okay? So when I go to the, I call like a Y guard, right? Because we keep the leg like this. So once I underhook, I'll face this way and I'll keep my leg like this, okay? And then I come up. Kind of like a single X guard sweep, but it's like a modified version. Yeah, we don't need to get the X guard and then go So try to like right away come up with a nice sweep, okay? So I'm here. So I'll bring Rolando. If he doesn't post, great, okay? I'll bring him over and then I'll roll just like we did, okay? So I see some of you bring him here and then underhooking and then trying to sweep. If you underhook before, he's gonna post the hand like that, okay? So make sure you underhook after he falls. Like I get here, he falls, now I underhook. So right after he touches back on the floor, that's when I underhook and come up, okay? But now look, I have a different version. So when I get here, if I try to sweep him, we're gonna work on this because this, on Monday we did this, pretty much, right? So I bring him and then he pulls it like this. And I feel like it's hard for me to roll, underhook his leg, keep the frame, okay? And when I underhook his leg, I underhook his leg in touch with my elbow, okay? I don't try to bring his leg on my neck, okay? I bring his leg on my bicep here only. And then I control the pants. And I still have the hand on the collar. Why I have this hand on the collar? Because it's harder for him to run. Also, if you try to stand up like this, okay, go back one. It's going to be harder for him. I need to do my best to force him to keep the hands on the floor. Try to stand up one. Don't let him stand up. Because if you stand up one. I see sometimes people try to sweep from here. You're not going to sweep your opponent when you stand up like this. Okay? It's going to be hard for you to come up. You see that even if I want to come up here, I need to spread his legs apart of each other. Like I need to open his legs. So he pulls the hand on the floor. That's when I go. Because when he pulls the hand on the floor, his half of his weight is on the floor. Okay? So it's easier for me to come up. But if I try to come up when he's like with both hands off the mat, it's going to be hard for me to come up. Okay? So don't let go of the grip on the collar. So when you try to sweep here, you grab and keep holding the collar. Keep the frame, you see? And then I come up like this. Okay? And then I get on top of my opponent. Easy. Right? So we did that already this week. I can also do something that's very, very cool and I use this and works really well. So I get here, Rondo will step the leg the same way, like this. Now instead of underhooking, I keep holding the sleeve and you see that I have my shin here, right? So I'm gonna have my forearm here, like this, to pass him, okay? So I have my forearm as a shin under the other leg, but I'm still holding the sleeve, okay? So try to not focus on. I go one, look, I go two. You see? You pass like this. So now when I get here, I bring the leg that's on the bottom in front of his leg right here. Keep holding the sleeve, you see? It's really hard for him to turn to me right now. Now I get the crab ride with the grip on the sleeve, okay? I did this against like many black belts at Worlds, Pans. Like if you watch my fights, I do that a lot. So I get here. Now I have two options. One is to get the crab ride, like sink his hip between my leg. Two is if my opponent starts to run, I'll come up like this with the grip on the sleeve. Okay? So now what I do, I just walk this way and I'll pull the sleeve. And then I'll get on top of him, ready to pass his guard. Okay? If your opponent tried to stand up with the grip here, it's gonna be bad for him. Okay, so you're gonna just pull him really hard and then he's gonna fall. Okay? But usually he's gonna be like this. And what I do, I need to make him roll over this shoulder. He doesn't have the hand to post. So I'm gonna make him roll this way. So that's why I bring your hand again on. That's why when I was here, I moved this way. Because I want him to roll this way. So if I go this way, it's gonna be hard for me to make him roll. And I go here, and then I start bringing like this. He's, of course, is gonna try to go 50-50, try to get the leg entanglement. Exactly, you just gotta be aware with that. Okay? Go back. That's why when I sweep him, I grab the pants, right? When I sweep him, right away, the hand that's behind his back, here, goes right here. Because if you try to go upside down, it's hard. Now I can start get the guard fast sweep. Okay, so I frame his leg, and then I go straight to a nice knee cut. Okay. You can also take the back there for sure. Like if I'm here, I go here. I start attacking it in the back. Okay. But I really like this here. Okay. It's cool. It's nice. More sponsors, you know. So again here, again, two options. First, it's letting go the sleeve. Okay, so you go for the X guard sweep. Okay. Second one, I don't want to get rid of the sleeve, so I'm gonna use my forearm behind his scalp, and I'll turn all the way here. It's gonna look like this. So I go 1, 2. See, now 3. I start going through his back, I start running, come up. Getting on top. Okay? Okay. So I got it again. 1, 2. You see that I turn all the way facing him, right? I create 2 walls here. One is the shin, the second is the forearm. Okay? Immediately the hand that was on the collar goes behind his leg. The leg that's on bottom goes behind his leg here as well. And you're gonna put this hook fast right here. Okay? Because if you keep like this, you may like have a hard time, yes. But I still have your sleeve on. It's gonna be hard for you to do anything. Just okay. Still good for you, but to have a better frame is here is better. Okay. All right. So now let's say if he doesn't run, he starts putting his weight on my chest like this. Okay. I just sink his in between my legs here, and I start attacking his neck. Okay. Right away. I take a look. I didn't let go of the sleeve yet. I'm still holding the sleeve. I grab the neck first. Once I get the neck now, I can start let go. Think about the hook later. Sorry. You think about the hooks later. The most important is getting his neck. Once I'm here is defending the hooks, is defending the hooks. In the meantime, I can get a nice lock choke. I can get a nice ball and arrow choke, right? So once I get his neck, it's gonna be easy for you to finish the fight. Or if you wanna put the hooks, he's gonna be worried about the neck. He's gonna open up, and then you're gonna get the hooks. Okay? So you have these 2 options right now. Okay? Actually 3 options. First, 1, 2. Okay? Second option, he pulls the leg. Turn the other side. Push. Come up. Take it down. Okay? And third option, forearm. Okay? 1, 2. See how aggressive I hit his leg with my forearm. Then I get here. Try to sweep, he's not. Come up. Okay? So just when you sweep him, your hand goes already in between his legs. Immediately. Don't wait. So stand up and stand back to me, diversely. So once I get here, don't go like this, and then wait. Okay? Be aggressive. All right? So go to the side, pull, and then right away you're here. So if you try to upside down right now, your frame here is avoiding him from doing it. The hand on the sleeve, it's avoiding him from underhooking my leg, right? And then I start passing the guard. Okay? So I didn't let go of the sleeve at all. If you want to let go of the sleeve, it's your choice. But you're gonna give him more tools to defend himself. So if I get right here and I decide to let go of this sleeve to do this, so he's gonna have the hand to pulse on the mat, to defend the hooks, to grab my legs with both hands, exactly. So I give him more tools, okay? So keep this. There's so many things you can do, okay, right here. Then you can be creative. I can put my leg here too. See? And there's like Hold on, don't laugh. It's like a reversal Soto Gai or so, right? I put my thigh here, and I just make him roll over this wall here. Boom, and then okay, just make him dizzy and have fun with your opponent. Okay. Yeah, so now we have these two options, okay? And if you like step the leg right away, let's say sometimes that's actually happened when I fought Roger Gracie. He's like a long guy, like big guy, way bigger than me. So when I swab him, he pulled, yeah, he did this. So I didn't need to put my forearm or anything like that. Go back on. So he react like this. Go low, yeah. I got like, then he got like, okay, so now I'm here. Boom, you know, and then I start. When here I stand up, boom. Okay. Any question? Yes, we can. When I make him roll like this cool stuff. Yes. So me and Rolando, we kind of like same height, pretty much, right? So we are. So for me, it's easy. Like I go here. I just use my thigh, my inner thigh, to make him roll. At the same time, pull it. Put your hand on the floor. Like here I go. Okay. Or I go back. Or I can go from here, ready to go for a knee cut. I go here. Look, my leg is here, so I go like this. Or I can use the other leg. So I use here. But now I use my thigh this way, you know, to make him roll. And then start taking his back. Okay? One more time when he's here, look. And then this is the only technique we're gonna do here. So I go one, he pulls elbow, pass him, go right here. You see that I go together, look. I don't go like this. One and then two. Okay? I'm here, I go like this. Then I bring, kick, attack his neck. Then you're here. When you get the neck like this, naturally he's gonna try to defend. He's gonna try to, yeah. So make sure you keep your head here. Try to go. And then you turn it to the other side, and then you start attacking the back. Or whatever you like, but keep the grip on the collar. So just work on this. Do a couple times each, right? Back and forth. Any question?
Yeah, I had a question. Since you said you use that crowd ride and they step over your foot too, over your head. So would you be able to use that position if they step next to your shoulder and over your head too?
Yes, you can, but if you step on this side, so if you step on this side right here, then I need to use my forearm.
Yeah. Like
I mentioned, right? Then I go under. But if you step over my head like this, yeah, I go just here. I just let go the collar. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So it would be a better situation easier.
When is gonna be a better situation?
Yeah, like on the shoulder or over the head.
It's pretty much like the reaction, and you gotta be ready for everything. So you don't know how he's gonna react. It needs to be kind of like an auto mode, I would say. Like when you go, like you cannot. I cannot do this. Let's say step over my head. I cannot do this. Go back on. Simply, if his leg goes here, I need to use the elbow then. So if I feel his leg is here, I need to turn and then use my forearm here. Yeah. To bring him. Understand? So it's gonna be different. So when you step over your head and around, it's gonna be easier for you to crab ride. When you step like a little bit away from your head and the other side, then you need to use your elbow if you don't wanna let go of the sleeve. Okay? Is that good? All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3.